by the mercy of Guru and Krishna, we are going to discuss from the Shrimad Bhagavatam, 4th canto, chapter 1, verses number 40 to 44. So before getting into today's verse, let us get into the intro of that. We had heard lots of things about Kardama Muni, and especially incarnation of Krishna, Kapiladev, and his instruction to Mother Devahuti. Then, as we see, Kardama Muni had 9 daughters. How many? 9 daughters. So all of them got married, different sages and different Prajapatis. So each and everyone had done so much to the creation process. Because the purpose of creation is to increase the populace and relieve so many conditioned souls through the process of Bhakti Yoga. So as we see here, yesterday's verse was talking about Kriya. She is the 6th daughter of Kardama Muni, and she got married to Kratu. So Kratu, let us understand, he is also a very great sage. And through him, she got 60,000. How much? Not one. 60,000. So we can't imagine all this. All these sages were extremely pious and full of knowledge. They had so much of stages on their body, because once you have the spiritual advancement and when you attain the full level, automatically you get that effulgence in your body. Here also, we can see here, they were all very effulgent. So as we see here in this chapter itself, it's all talking about the progeny and the dynasty, and there are various names. Generally, devotees and some common persons, when they come and listen to the katha, they may feel it, oh, why there are so many names? All these names are tongue twisters, and why should we do these things? Can we skip it and go to the relevant chapters? Like that. But interestingly, the Bhagavatam glories are explained in the Padma Puran also. It says, Shlokardam Shlokapadam Va Nityam Bhagavatotpavam Patet Shruniyadyastu Dosahasra Palam Labit. See, if somebody is not able to recite one verse, no problem. It says, make it 3/4. If not, Padam, that means 1/4 of it. So like that, it goes on and on. And if somebody is not able to at all recite this shloka in full, at least if you can pronounce one word, then the benefit of the Srimad Bhagavatam is immense. And how it says immense? Because it is equal to giving away in charity thousands and thousands of cows. So that is the potency of Srimad Bhagavatam. It's a literary incarnation, Krishna gives it. So all these verses are also important. Only thing, our focus may not be there, and we will not be able to remember all these family trees. So as we explained, now we are still in the Kardama Devahuti and their daughters getting married to various sages. So let us get into today's verse now. Urjaya Jagnire Putra Vasishtasya Parantapa Chitraketu Pradhanaste Sapta Brahmarishayo Malaha Ujayam Jagnire Putra Vasishtasya Parantapa Chitraketu Pradhanaste. Sapta Brahma Rashayo Malaha. Okay. So may I request someone to do this synonyms translation if purport is a purport also.
Yeah. Shilpa Mataji, you can even call out the names and I will request other devotees to raise hands for reading.
Hare Krishna. Yes, Mataji. Thank you. Pranam Prabhuji. Dhanwad.
Hare Krishna Ma.
Yeah. Prabhuji, not the shloka, the translation and the word meaning, right?
No, we have to always go through synonyms and translation.
Hare Krishna. Yes, Prabhu. Urjayam, in Urja, Jagnire took birth, Putraha, sons, Vishishtayasya, of the great sage, Vishishta, of the great sage Vishishta, Parantapa, O great one, Chitraketu, Pradhanaha, headed by Te, all the sons, Sapta, seven, Brahmana Rasyasaha, great sages with spiritual knowledge, Amala, without contamination. Translation by Srila
Mataji, it is
Prabhupada.
Amalaha.
Amalaha, sorry Prabhu. Amalaha, without contamination. Translation by Srila Prabhupada ki jai. The great sage Vashishta begot in his wife Urja, sometimes called Arundhati, 7 spotlessly great sages headed by the sage named Chitraketu. Hare Krishna. Thank you.
Hare Krishna. So in this verse, we are talking about Vashishta Muni. As we know, Vashishta is the Kulaguru for whom? Everybody knows it's a obvious. Vashishta is the Kulaguru for the entire Surya Vansh. In fact, he is the personal advisor of Dasharath king. Okay. So Vashishta begot in his wife. His wife name, as such, it is mentioned here, Urja. Urja means she is the very powerful, we can call as a Pativrita. So, as we see here, this Pativrita Arundhati, right? She had how many? 7 spotless sages, headed by the great sage by name Chitraketu. As you hear the name of Chitraketu, everybody must be thinking, oh, the story of Chitraketu. Many of you know that, right? Who is the other Chitraketu? Anybody knows? Just give a quick answer, please.
Yes, Prabhuji.
Yeah. Chitraketu.
His kingdom was Surasena.
That is different, and the sage is different. This is what we have to understand. Here is mentioned sage, there he is a king, and he is the son of Surasena. Right? We know the story that comes in the 6th canto of the Srimad Bhagavatam. Okay. So as we see here, this Arundhati is another important portion of the moon. Because I do not know how many of you know this. The samskaras which are performed in the Vivaha, especially in the Vedic culture type, there is always a particular type of function in the Vivaha that says the girl should stamp on the, Tamil we say Ammi. Ammi means where we grind the masalas and other things. There will be a cylinder type stone, and there will be a flat stone on which we grind the masalas, right? So that Ammi, because they have to, the girl has to stamp on it after the Kanya Dan and other things. Then after that, she has to see the Arundhati. Arundhati is another one important, because she is a powerful, as I told you, Pativrata. So this Arundhati is also powerful. So these are the important things. Vasishta, we know him, and his wife is also very powerful, Pativrata. And they had how many? 7 sages, and headed by Chitraketu. Let us not mix up the king Chitraketu and this Chitraketu. That's one thing. So let's move on to the next one. Chitraketu Shuroshischa Viraja Mitra Yevacha Ulbano Vasu Bradayo Vasubhrutyano Ulbano Vasubhrutyano Juman Shaktiyadayo Apare Chitraketu Suroshischa Viraja Mitra Yevacha Ulbano Vasubhrudayo Ulbano Vasubhrutyano Juman Shakti Adayo Pare. Okay, somebody can read the
Hare
synonyms.
Krishna.
Yeah.
Ansuya Mataji, you can read the synonyms, and Sudha Mataji, the purport and translation both. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Mataji. Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Hare
Pranam.
Krishna.
Synonyms. Chitraketu, Chitraketu, Surochihacha, and Surochi, Virajaha, Viraja, Mitra, Mitra, Eva, also, Cha, and Ulbanaha, Ulbana, Vasubhrudhyanaha, Vasubhrudhyana, Dyuman, Dyuman, Shakti Adayaha, sons headed by Adyaha, sons headed by Shakti, Apare, from his other wife. Thank you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Pranam Prabhu.
Hare Krishna.
Translation and purport by His Divine Grace Srila Prabhupada, Prabhupada ki jai. The names of these 7 sages are as follows: Chitraketu, Surochi, Viraja, Mitra, Ulbana, Vasubhridyana, and Dyuman. Some other very competent sons were born from Vashishta's other wife. Purport: Urja, who is sometimes known as Arundhati and was a wife of Vashishta, was the 9th daughter of Kardama Muni. Thank you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. So this is the 9th daughter, and Arundhati is so powerful as mentioned earlier, and she is the wife of again powerful sage Vashishta. So all these children are sages, not anyway connected to any other thing, because as we see the Varnashrama, so they follow the system because father is a sage and the children are also into the sage. But they get married to the Grihasthasrama and perform all this Prajapati work also, right? In addition to that, Vashishta had another wife with whom also he begot so many powerful and competent sons. That means one can understand what is the purpose of marriage. Because sage, why should she get married? Because there is no need for him. He can remain as a sannyasi or whatnot. Right? But the sage, he gets into the Grihasthasrama. What is the idea behind it? Because it says Brahma was created with the intention of to create further the entire process of progeny, everything. So, as it is, Brahma was also instructed by Krishna to procreate children all with Krishna consciousness. Why? Because the Baddhatma should no more get entangled and they should get out of this and go back to Krishna, and Krishna will be extremely happy. This is his only worry. So as we see like that, here also we can say all these sages performed the same role. One should not talk ill of them. Oh, sage getting married and getting so many children, because in the previous verse also we saw that 60,000 children, right? So all these things for a common man, it looks different. But unfortunately, their ignorance is the reason behind it. So all these sages made so many wonderful children, and all of them are competent. Competent means they are Krishna conscious. This is a lesson we have to understand from these verses. See, I tell you, though it looks like a family tree, there is a lesson for each and everything in us, right? For us. So as we read these verses, we can understand the lesson is as soon as we get into the Grihasthasrama, from the Brahmacharya, we are supposed to perform the role of a what? Sage type. We should get married, we get children, all Krishna consciousness, full of, and one should understand how it is possible. It's very simple. As the father and mother practice the Krishna consciousness very well. That's why sadhana bhakti is the best tool. those who are in the Grihasthasrama. So, and what is the benefit of Grihasthasrama? They can increase the population and increase the number of devotees too. Because they are the one who are eligible to perform it, because they are in the Grihasthasrama. Once they move into Vanaprastha, they cannot think of it. Once they move to Sannyasa, totally ruled out. So, as we see here, all these wonderful sages begot so many children. All these children are devotees of the Lord, and they are continuing this process of procreation. Right? Hare Krishna. Let's move on to the next verse. Verse number 42. Chittis Vatar Vanta Patni. Chittis Vatan. Chittis Vatarvanta Patni. Lebe Putram Dridha Vratam. Lebe Putram Dridha Vratam. Dadyan Cham Aswa Sirasam. Dadyan Cham Aswa Sirasam. Brugor Vamsham Nibodhami. Chittisvatarvanta. Chittisvatarvanaha Patni. Lebe Putram Dritavratam. Chittisvatarvanaha Patni. Lebe Putram Dritavratam. Dadyancham Asvasharasam. Brugor Vamsham Nibodhame. As we see here, there is a bird whose name Bhrigu Munihi. This is very important, right? Bhrigu is a very powerful sage again. So let us get into the
Hare Krishna.
synonyms. Yeah,
Hare Krishna. Subbarao Prabhu, you can read the word meanings, and Suma Mataji, you do the translation and purport. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Synonyms: His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. Chitti is Chitti. Tu also. Atharvanaha of Atharva. Patni wife. Lebe God. Putram son. Dhrita Vratam completely dedicated to a vow. Dadyancham. Dadyancha.
No, Prabhu. Dadyancham.
Dadyancham meaning is Dadyancha, Prabhu.
Yeah.
Then I'm reading the meaning of Dadyancha.
Yeah.
Dadyancham. Dadyancha. Ashvashirasam. Ashvasira. Bhrigu Vamsham. Generations of Bhrigu. Nibodha. Try to understand me from me.
Prabhu, one request, it is Nibodha. Nibodhani. Nibodha.
Yes, Prabhu. Nibodha.
Okay.
Try to understand me from me.
Hare Krishna. Translation by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada. Prabhupada ki jai. Chitti, wife of sage Atharva, gave birth to a son named Ashvashira by accepting a great vow called Dadyancha. Now you may hear from me about the descendants of the sage Bhrigu. Purport by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada. Prabhupada ki jai. The wife of Atharva, known as Chitti, is also known as Shanti. She was the 8th daughter of Kardama Muni. Hare Krishna. Thank you, Mataji. Thank you, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna. So now we can go, the sequence is slightly different. We read about 6th daughter, then we jumped into 9th daughter, now we are going back to 8th daughter. Okay, so let us get into this. So Kardama Muni's 8th daughter is, who is that? He is called as Chitti. Otherwise, she is also called as Shanti. And whose wife is? She is the wife of Saint Atharva. And she begot a son by name Ashvashira. Then, by accepting a great vow called Dadyancha. Gave birth to a son named Ashwashira by accepting a great vow called Dadyancha. So the vrata is called as Dadyancha. Now you may hear from me about the descendants of the sage Bhrigu. So he has completed one, that is about Atharva, right? We heard about Vasishta before, and before that we heard about Kratu. Kratu, then Vasishta, then Atharva. Now we are going to hear about Bhrigu in the next verse. Bhrigu kyatyam mahabhagaha patnyam putran aji janat dataram cha vidataram shiyam cha bhagavat param. Bhrigu kyatyam mahabhagaha patnyam putran aji janat dataram cha vidataram shiyam cha bhagavat shiyam cha bhagavat param. One more time I'm reading. Bhrigu kyatyam mahabhagaha patnyam putran aji janat dataram cha vidataram shiyam cha bhagavat param. Hare Krishna. Somebody can read the
Hare Krishna. Janki Mataji, you can read the synonyms, and Divya Mataji, the translation. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Bhrigu, the great sage Bhrigu, Kyatyam, in his wife Khyati, Mahabhagaha, greatly fortunate, Patnyam, unto the wife, Putran, sons, Aji Janat, gave birth, Dhataram, Dhata, Cha also, Vidhataram, Vidhata, Shriyam, a daughter named Shri, Cha Bhagavat Param, and a great devotee of the Lord. Hare Krishna. Thank you.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Translation from Srila Prabhupada ki jai. The sage Bhrigu was highly fortunate. In his wife, known as Khyati, he begot two sons named Dhata and Vidata, and one daughter named Shri, who was very much devoted to the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. So as we see here, Bhrigu and Bhrigu's wife is Khyati, right? She is the, again, daughter of Kardama Muni. So in this verse, what is mentioned here is Bhrigu is highly fortunate. Why it is written here? Because he is also a very powerful sage, and he got the special ability to do so many wonderful things. You all might remember Bhrigu is involved into one checking of the deities who is the most tolerant. You know the story, many of you, or I have to remind again?
Yes, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Who?
Okay, I will repeat again. Okay. So one time in the sages gang, there was a discussion going on, like any normal thing. So they were all talking about each and every deities. They were talking about the devatas, and finally they talked about the Devadi Deva, right? So they had all, each one was saying different things. And who is the most tolerant? They wanted to check it. But who will go and do that? Who has got the guts to do that, right? So again, oh, that's same one. Hare Krishna. So as we see here, it's very interesting. All the sons we are talking about, so many sons, right? Vasishta and all, they are all Brahma's sons. Okay. So Bhrigu is also son of Brahma. Okay. As we see here, first Bhrigu went to Kailash. There, Lord Shiva, having his consort Parvati by her side, he did not notice and he was in deep love with Parvati. So he got wild and immediately Bhrigu said, you are not fit for tolerance. You are not respecting. You don't know how to behave in front of a saintly person. All these things. You are too attached to your wife, all this blah blah. He got angry, he shouted. So he considered Lord Shiva is not there. Then they were discussing, let us go and try in Brahmaloka. So they went to Brahmaloka, and when they went to Brahmaloka, Brahma was also not responding to Bhrigu. But imagine, Bhrigu should have powers to do all this, right? He's not such a one, but he is very powerful one. So that's why it is written he is very fortunate. So then Brahma also did not notice him or ignorant of his coming. So he got, again, Bhrigu got wild. Again, his own father, with him himself, he said, oh, you are not fit for this. You don't have the tolerance, you don't know how to respect. All these complaints were pouring in. So finally he got wild and from Brahma he came out. So finally all the sages again discussed, oh, what happened? We went to Lord Shiva, he is also not fit for, then Brahma is also unfit. Then what else we can do? Oh, they said, no, let's go and check with Krishna. So the whole team went and Bhrigu has the guts to do that, right? In other cases, he did not do anything, right? But in this case, he did a little more. Very interesting. So as we entered now, he saw Lakshmi Devi by his side. The moment Lakshmi Devi saw Bhrigu, she got up and sat aside. Then Bhrigu came. And the Lord Vishnu, as you know that, he is always in the Yoga Nidra. So immediately, Bhrigu thought, oh, we thought Shiva is unfit because he did not respect. Then we went to Brahma, he also did not respect. But Vishnu is also like that. Oh, really very pathetic. He's thinking within himself. Then immediately he got angry. In this case, he acted in a very bad way. How? Because he said, let me go and check it. Whether he is really noticing me or he is acting, all this, he was really more angry than before. Finally, what he did, he kicked with his leg on the chest of Vishnu. Immediately, the entire sages who were behind Bhrigu were wondering, shocked, what to do, like that. Then, Bhrigu was very confident because he has all the ego, he wanted to check it, he has come. So, as this quickly happened, Bhrigu thought Vishnu will get angry and he will also do something like that. Because Lord Shiva is also always like that, getting angry first, right? Similarly, Brahma is also of the same category. Let me check like that. He was waiting for it. What is more interesting is, Lord Vishnu got up and immediately invited Bhrigu and he said, my dear Bhrigu, my chest is like a rock, hard rock, and you have hit it with your leg, and your leg is very soft and sweet. I really don't know what would have happened to you. Please, let me check your legs, whether it is hurt or not. All these things he was talking. As he heard these words, then immediately Bhrigu felt, oh, my job is over now. Who is the topmost among the three? Devadi Deva, Vishnu. So this way, he behaved. But on seeing this, Lakshmi Devi could not tolerate it. See, I'll tell you. In Tamil, there is a proverb. I do not know how many of you know that. Kalla nalam, kanavan, fulla nalam, purushan. Like that, they say that. Kal means stone. Even though stone, still he is husband. Full means grass. Grass, there also, he is also her husband. So that way, the respect for husband were given. Similarly, the same way, the husbands were also respecting wives. That was the day. Now it is very difficult to see such things. Very rarely we can see that. So as Lakshmi Devi was watching the Bhrigu's funny behavior, she got angry to the core. Immediately she cursed, all these Brahmanas will undergo poverty throughout their life. this is my curse. Take it. Like that she said. On hearing this, Bhrigu said, oh, your husband is so soft and he is so tolerant, but you could not tolerate it. Oh, you have cursed me. I am going to curse you back because I am also a powerful sage. This is what we have to understand. Sometimes sages behave and it's all part of the Leela. So what did he curse now? You will never remain in one place. You will be always.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji, we can't hear you, Prabhuji.
Prabhuji, we lost it. Hare Krishna. Yeah, Prabhu can't hear.
Yeah, just wait a minute. I think there is some problem. Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
नेट चला गया होगा नायरिनी.
Yes, Mataji. Okay, 2 minutes. I'll give a call to Prabhu. Yeah, Prabhu is joining back.
Hare Krishna, are you able to hear?
Yes, Prabhu. Yes.
Hare Krishna.
Yes, Prabhu,
Yes,
we can
we
hear
can
you,
hear you.
Prabhu.
But your voices are very low. I don't know what to do now. Let me check it. Or I have to rejoin because I attended a phone call.
Okay, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna.
Yes, Prabhu. Now you can hear, Prabhu?
No, but your voice is very low. What I will do, quickly I will quit and come back. Is it okay?
Yeah,
Because
it's fine.
since I
But
attended your
we
call,
can hear you, Prabhu. We can hear you.
Increase
but
your
I
volume,
can't hear you
Prabhu.
at all, practically. Very feeble.
Okay, Prabhu. You can quit and come join back.
I'll join in immediately.
Yeah,
Immediately,
sure,
okay?
Prabhu, sure. No problem. No problem.
Okay.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna.
Yeah, Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
I am able to hear you very clearly. Now
Yeah.
it's clear.
Okay, Prabhu.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, please, Prabhu.
Let us continue our next shloka. So we are in the 44th shloka.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji, you were saying that story and we lost you when you were about to say what Bhrigu cursed Lakshmi.
Okay. So counter curse was given by Bhrigu to Lakshmi Devi, and she cursed Mahalakshmi. You will be chanchal. You will not stay at one place. That's the reason the wealth never remains with one. One day he may be a billionaire, and another day he may be a pauper. B and P are common. So we can see all these situations in the daily news, right? Adani lost so many billions, and this Ambani lost. So all these things are quite common, right? So she will never remain at one place. That's why the inconsistency of the wealth. But unfortunately, people try to accumulate wealth because of Maya's influence. Okay, is it clear?
Thank you,
Yes,
Prabhuji.
Prabhuji.
Yes,
Okay,
Prabhuji.
shall I move on to 44th shloka? Okay, so verse number 44. Ayatim niyatim chaiva sute merustayoradat tabhyam tayorabhavatam mrikandah prana yevacha ayatim niyatim chaiva sute merustayoradat. Tabhyam tayorabhavatam mrikhanda prana eva cha. I request devotees to read the synonyms and translation, please.
Shobha, Hare Krishna. Shobha Mataji, you can read the synonyms and Sharmila Mataji the translation. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Dandavat Pranam Mataji. Synonyms by A.C. Bhaktivedanta Prabhupada, Srila Prabhupada ki Jai. Ayatam ayati, niyatam niyati, cha eva also. Sute daughters, Meruhu the sage Meru, Tayoha unto those two, Adhat gave in marriage, Dhabhyam out of them, Tayoha both of them, Abhavatham appeared, Mrukhandaha mrukanda, Pranaha prana, Eva certainly, Cha and Dandavat Pranam Prabhuji, Haribol. Thank you.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Translation by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada ki Jai. The sage Meru had two daughters named Ayati and Niyati, whom he gave in charity to Data and Vidata. Ayati and Niyati gave birth to two sons, Mrikanda and Prana. Hare Krishna.
So next comes the sage Meru. So Meru has got two daughters. The daughters' names are Ayati and Niyati. Again, these two daughters were given in charity to Data and Vidata. See, when we say charity, this is nothing but what we do in the Vivaha. What is the first samskara in the Vivaha? The first one is Kanyadhan. Hare Krishna. Are you able to hear?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Yes, Prabhuji.
So Kanyadhan is the primary one. Then comes the Panigrahanam, then the rest of the things one after another. So the first one is the girl's father will give the daughter in charity to the boy. This is what it is explained here. So the two daughters were married to Data and Vidata. And both of them got two children from each, okay? So the two sons are Mrikanda and Prana. So all these names are very interesting, but one should understand all these shlokas, whatever we read, do not have much background to detailed discussion because Prabhupada has not mentioned much about them. So they have been made very simple. If you go to the 9th canto also, you will get similar such family tree. So many kings and the dynasty, Suryavansh, you will get it. Then Chandravansh. Finally, at the end of the 9th canto, we will get the what? Krishna's incarnation starting. So like that, we have to understand all these are part of the Bhagavatam. And one should understand whoever names appear in the Bhagavatam, undoubtedly they are the pure devotees of the Lord. That's why they are getting a place, their name in the Bhagavatam. So one should not neglect this type of shlokas or neglect these verses to read. When we go through the complete study of the Bhagavatam, we should be very patient and very much dedicated in doing this. Is it clear? Hare Krishna.
Yes, Prabhuji.
Yes, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna. Yes, Prabhu.
Yeah, now we have got around 10 to 15 minutes. Quickly, I want to speak about Navaratri, if you are all ready.
Yes, Prabhuji, ready.
Yes, Prabhuji, sure.
Yes,
Because
Prabhuji.
the importance of Navaratri we must understand and what is the essence of it. This is another very important aspect of it. Why I am telling? Because Navaratri. Oh, one minute.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Yeah, now it's okay?
Yes,
Hare
Prabhuji.
Yes,
Yeah.
Prabhu, it's fine. Yeah.
Yes, Prabhu.
So, Navaratri indicates three Devis are being worshipped. But a common man, those who do not have much knowledge of the Shastras, they approach them for simple reason of some material benefits. Unfortunately, their ignorance is the problem. We cannot criticize, but one should understand all the three Devis are here to give us the Krishna Bhakti. Because Prabhupada always explains, the Devi Devatas are devotees of the Lord, and they execute the instructions of Krishna very clearly without any hesitation or laziness. So automatically, these Devi Devatas are meant for uplifting. What is that? Uplifting the conditioned souls, fallen souls. So we should approach them for only spiritual benefit. But there are people who ask for Shriyam Dehi, Dhanam Dehi, and many things, Dehi Dehi. So they want all those things. But unfortunately, they do not know what to ask for. Right? So, three Devis, one is Durga, another is Saraswati, another is Lakshmi. So, general tradition is they are all being celebrated because it is a type of spiritual program. The ultimate idea behind this are a few things I will tell you can note down. When we keep the Golu, many of you might have seen it, right? Anybody do not know the word Golu? Please tell me. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
We
Prabhu,
know
please
it. We know,
explain.
Prabhuji.
I don't know, Prabhuji.
Okay.
I
We
don't
will
know.
explain. Whatever it is, because there will be some North
Yes.
Indians who may not be aware of it. I'll tell you. See, it is a type of altar with steps. Generally, it is in odd number. 3, 5, 7, 9, like that. Okay. So the regular altar, what we are doing deity worship is totally different. That is a Nitya Upasana. But this is only for 9 days. Interestingly, even in this 9 days, even in this parallel altar, what we have call it as Golu, we keep dolls. Those who are followers of Lord Shiva, they keep different pastimes of Shiva and connected all Shaivisms. Okay. But when we go to Vaishnava families, especially the Sri Vaishnavas and the Gaudiya Vaishnavas, certain South Indians, no, they do this Golu. In our house also we have. I will show it at the end of the class if we have time. Okay. So what happens? So we bring in so many wonderful dolls depicting the various leelas of the Lord. You will be wondering, all the Dashavatars are so beautifully done. All the Ashtalakshmis are so beautifully done. So many wonderful things. I'll show you each and everything a little later. So this is called the Gulu. So as we keep it and we observe lots of penance. Penance in the sense, not like the Brata, what we talk, in North, many keep the Navaratri, Upavas, all those things. But we don't do that. We call out so many devotees and others, also common persons also, because we never say non-devotee, because we cannot say someone as non-devotee. So we call everybody, they come and participate. The tradition is, when girls or Matajis come, the host will always say, please sing a song. When they sing a song, it is always connected to Krishna or Rama, any traditional songs. Maybe a Namavali, or maybe the Sampradaya Bhajan, or maybe the Nama Sankirtan, any of that. So in olden days, they are all doing it so well because the children were also trained in vocal and other things. But nowadays, there is no such thing. But fortunately, when we get into the ISKCON, many children are learning the music, kirtan, and other things. When we call out them, they sing wonderfully. And those who are not connected to KC, they are also watching it and they are getting attracted. So this is the way preaching is done. Clear? Then those who come, they come and ask, what is this doll? What is that doll? Those who do not know. Then we start describing and we practically narrate the entire past tense of the Lord. So what happened? The second way of preaching, what is that? Katha. First one is Nama Sankirtan. The next one is what? Katha. The third one, after all this discussion of the Katha, then we distribute prasad. What prasad? Krishna prasad. So the purpose of Navaratri is for this. It is not just a social event or social sentiment. It has got values. It is the way of preaching. How to approach any festival and how to make it a Krishna consciousness, because the perspective is very important. Prabhupada has given everything to us, right? We should look at everything in the Krishna conscious perspective. Then we can convert everything into a spiritualized program. Even a birthday we celebrate with Krishna conscious activities. Even we celebrate the wedding anniversaries and so many. Even the other one also, when somebody passes away, there also we perform. So like this Navaratri festival, we are utilizing it in this way. So this way, Navaratri is celebrated. And what are the importance of it? I'll quickly say because I am running out of time. Then again, we are connecting the Bhagavatam in this connection. Because Bhagavatam explains every aspect of it. This is what Bhagavatam. So as we get into the 10th canto, 2nd chapter, 11 and 12, can anybody open it quickly? Who is the sharing one? In the meanwhile, we'll start reading recite the shloka now, quickly. 10th canto, 2nd chapter, 11 and 12. Okay? Namadeyani kurvanti sthanani cha narabhuvi Durgeti Bhadrakaliti Vijaya Vaishnaviti cha Kumuda Chandika Krishna Madhavi Kanyaketi cha Maya Narayani Shani Saradeti Ambiketi cha. So after creating Durga or Maya, Shakti, Krishna said to her these verses. Have you got it, ma? 11 and no, Mataji, I said 10th canto, 2nd chapter, 11 and 12. 11 and 12. No, you have to give 11 and 12, then only it will come.
I've shared it in the chat, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Yeah, that's it. It's got it. Because we want to read the translation. That's it. Okay, quick. I have chanted the verse. You can listen to that. If somebody wants it, we can get it recorded also. Not a problem. Okay. So moving on to the verses. Krishna tells Devi. What does he say now? Somebody can read the translation, please.
Hare Krishna. Rohini Mataji, you want to read?
Only translation, quick.
Okay. Translation by Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Lord Krishna bless Mayavadi, but sorry,
Maya Devi.
Lord Krishna blessed Maya Devi by saying, in different places on the surface of the earth, people will give you different names such as Durga, Bhadrakali, Vijaya, Vaishnavi, Kumuda, Chandika, Krishna, Madhavi, Kanyaka, Maya, Narayani, Ishani, Sharada, and Ambika.
Hare Krishna. Quickly, we have to understand our beloved, the Supreme Lord. What is his name? Krishna. It's not Krishna. This is a very important aspect. Whenever we sing, whenever we chant, you always listen to Prabhupada Kirtan, you always listen to Prabhupada chanting. He will never ever say Krishna. He will say Krishna. Because there is no two matras, it's only one matra. Krishna. Also, the Shastra says, Akrishneti iti Sri Krishna. Krishnani. Because Gargamani, when he named as Nanda Baba went with the Devi. So when we say Krishna, it becomes, oh, Durga, another name, or Draupadi also Krishna. So always, whenever you chant and sing Krishna. Similarly, Rama. Ramo is also Bengali style, but no need of doing that. So you can do it as Rama. And Ram is also not correct. You have to say that. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. That's the way we have to do. Okay, so getting into that now. So how many names it's given here? Quickly, anybody counted it? Now they are counting. 14 names are there. So on the surface of the earth, and Krishna blessed Maya Devi, he will be called out by 14 names and he will be worshipped. Okay. So again, if you go through the purport, you will get the complete knowledge of each and every name. So Krishna is here mentioned and he blessed Maya Devi. That means these are the authentic names of Devi. We have to utilize it. So it's a long one. It's a homework for you, all of you. Purport is homework for you. All of you read that. It will be very interesting. Prabhupada gives everything. Vaishnavi is in Kashmir, Kanyaka is in Kanyakumari, and Bhadrakali is in, what is that? Kolkata, like that. Each and everything, you can see that. Okay. So these are the specific names we can approach Durga Devi. Okay, understood? Okay, how to approach her? That's explained in the Mataji. Can you go to 10th canto, 22nd chapter, verse number 4? Katyayini Mahamayi Mahayogin Adishwari Nanda Gopasutam Devi Patimme Kurute Namaha Iti Mantram Japantyastaha Puja Chakru Kumarikaha. Wonderful. Somebody can read the translation.
Shobha Mataji, you can read the translation. Hare Krishna.
The Vrajagopi Kumarikas
Translation.
worshipped Katyayini. How we worship you, you get your brother as our husband. This is what the terms they are fixing. Read that.
Hare Krishna. Translation by Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Each of the young unmarried girls performed her worship while chanting the following mantra. O goddess Katyayini, O great potency of the Lord, O possessor of great mystic power and mighty controller of all, please make the son of Nanda Maharaj my husband. I offer my obeisances unto you. Hare Krishna.
Mataji, can you start the one more time the translation?
Hare Krishna. Each of the young unmarried girls performed her worship while chanting the following mantra. O goddess Katyayini.
No, this is what I said. Katyayini.
Katyayini.
Always, all of you remember one request. When there is a line above a letter, it's a double syllable. Okay? Always you have to pronounce it accordingly. Yeah? Katyayini.
Katyayini.
Well, perfect. That's it. That's it. That's the only thing I wanted.
Hare Krishna.
So, how to approach Durga now? It is explained here. Who is guiding us? Who is leading the way? And the gopis of Vrindavana. And what they say? They are approaching Katyayini. And what do they say? You are the potency of Krishna. Because Krishna created her and blessed her. And she is the controller of the entire material world. That's why we call it as Maya Loka. Huh? So when we say that material world, it's called as Maya Loka. And what do they ask? Please make the son of Nanda Baba my husband. I said the other way, your brother. I offer my obeisances unto you. Like this, we can approach the Devis. Clear? Then another thing, the importance of the Navaratri, as I told you, three things are happening. One is Kirtan happening, right? Second thing, we are discussing the Leelas of the Lord. Third thing is, I said, Prashadam. In addition to that, many of you might be studying the Bhakti Shastri or something, wherein there is a book called Nectar of Instruction, right? So in that, there is also a wonderful verse, which is very well connected to the Navaratri festival. Okay? So that verse says, Dadati Pratigrinnati. Many of you might know this. It's a popular verse. Prabhupada always quotes. Dadati Pratigrinnati Guhyam Ahyati Prakshati Bhungte Bhojyate Chaiva Shadvitam Preeti Lakshanam. Preeti Lakshanam means loving relationship. Shadvitam, 6 type of loving relationship among the devotees. How it is? Dadati, give charity. Pratigrinnati, accept charity. Right? Guhyam Ahyati. Guhyam means secrets. Share your secrets and also listen to others' secrets. No divulsion of the secrets. This is very important. Then the next one is Bhungte, accept prashadam. Bhojete chaiva, distribute prashadam. So what is important among the Vaishnavas or in the Vasudeva Kudumba, these things are very important. Give gifts, accept gifts. Then reveal your hearts to others, also listen to others' hearts. But one should maintain that integrity. That's very important. They should not go on top and make it as a prajalpa. This is very important. So then last one is distribute prashadam and accept prashadam. Clear? So these are the 6 types of loving exchange between the devotees. So this is also very well done in this Golu, because we invited 2-3 Bhakti Vrikshas. Actually, we don't have our own Bhakti Vriksha, but we have lots of Bhakti Vriksha in Chennai. We go and give them classes. So we invited them, give them prashad, everything as I told you. Gift also we give it. Then further, let us understand. They will also invite us. We'll go to their house and do the same. So all these things are a wonderful time. All the 9 days we are connected to Krishna through whom? Katyayani and Lakshmi and Saraswati. Hare Krishna. Granthra Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai. Jagat Guru Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Any questions, any doubts, any comments? Most welcome.
Hare Krishna. Thank you very much, Prabhu. Any questions about Navaratri even?
I have to show you. I forgot. I'll show it quickly. Is it okay?
Yeah, please, Prabhu, please.
Okay. Hare Krishna. I will start with my Gurudev.
Prabhu, we can't. I think.
Prabhuji, I think you need to turn the camera.
Wait.
Sorry?
Turn the camera.
Are
You
you
need
able
to turn
Prabhu had
the camera.
taken his. I will replace the spotlight. Wait.
Sorry? No, is it visible?
Yeah, it's okay. Yes, Prabhu. Yes, we can.
Okay.
Perfect.
Okay. Now I have shown my Guru Maharaj. Then I am going to show the altar. Okay. She has offered something to the Lord now. Okay. Then coming here, you know him, right? Srinathji. Okay. Jagannath Baladev Subhadra. Venugopal. Gopalji's. We have Shalagram Shila also. We have got Gauranitai. We have Radha Krishna. Okay. So moving on to the Golu. Now I am coming to Golu. Here you saw 2-3 steps. Here I am going to show each one, everything. Okay. This you can make out. Vitala Ragumai. Pandarpur. Ayodhya. Balarama. Then this is Trivikrama. This is from Kanchipuram. The Lord measured the whole area. That is the one, Vamana Charitra. Then the Shayana Vishnu. Here is Hanuman and Garuda here. Then this is a very special deity, Parthasarathi. What is that? Parthasarathi. In Chennai, there is a special temple called Tiruvallikeni. So there the Lord has mustache. Can you see that?
Yes, Prabhu.
Yes, Prabhu. Yes, Prabhu.
Yeah. He was a chariot driver for whom? Arjuna. So this is 1 minute. Explain. She is Andal, one of the 12 Alvars of Sri Sampradaya. So we will be celebrating her festival December 15th to January 15th. I request all of you can join every early morning. Okay. So I showed you. Okay. So moving on to that. We have Gajalakshmi, both sides, elephants, and in between, Lakshmi ji. Okay, now, here you can say, what is this Leela?
Govardhan Leela.
Govardhan Leela.
What is this Leela?
Kalia.
Then who is this?
Lord Ram, Lakshman,
Ram,
Lakshman, Sita.
Ram, Lakshman, Sita.
Sudama, Krishna.
This is who? Can you make out?
Sudama, Prabhuji.
Sudama. 1 minute, I'll show you closer. Wait. Because there is another deity in front. That's the reason you are not able to see properly. Now you can see?
Yes, Prabhu, we could see it from here also.
Sudama, the Brahmana and Krishna. Then, what is this?
Radha
Krishna.
Boat festival, Prabhu.
Boat festival. Very good.
Boat festival.
Prahlad Maharaj.
Lakshmi Narasimha. This is. Okay. Then I'll show you one more thing. Please wait. This is the Dashavatar. There are 10 deities, huh? Dashavatar. Then this can make up who it is.
Varaha.
Varahare.
Lakshmi
Bhumi
Varaha.
Devi and
We have to say along with Lakshmi ji, right?
Lakshmi, yes.
No,
Yes,
actually
Prabhuji.
this is not Varaha. This is Lakshmi Hayagriva.
Oh, Hayagriva.
Hayagriva.
That horse face, no?
Yes,
Who
yes.
saved the
Yes,
Vedas?
Prabhuji.
Yes.
Yes,
Oh,
yes.
yes, Prabhuji.
Then we have
Prabhuji, with the Narasimha, is it Lakshmi Narasimha or was it Prahlad Maharaj?
No. I told you then itself, no, Lakshmi Narasimha. Lakshmi ji on his lap, Narasimha's lap.
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
Yes, thank you, Prabhuji.
Okay. So here also you can see here. Actually, we lost the main thing, churning of the ocean. But we have got other deities. That's why here you can see Brahmaji, Lakshmi ji, and then Shiv ji. You can make out who is it.
Mohini.
No,
Mohini, very good.
Yeah, Samudra Manthan.
Yes.
Damodar
Leela, Prabhu.
Damodar Leela.
That's over. This is Damodar Leela. This one?
Putani.
Mirabai and
Mirabai.
Correct.
Makhan Chor.
Makhan Chor.
Okay, this you can make out.
Padmavati. No, Srinivasa, Lord Srinivasa.
No. It's a Shadi ceremony.
Yeah.
Pied pipers and other things.
Yeah.
So these are the things given with the girl. All these vessels, everything can see here.
Yes, Prabhuji. Yes, Prabhuji.
This is that one. So this is Golu.
Very nice, Prabhu. Thank you.
Very nice.
We have got a small garden.
Sri Krishna, we have never seen it.
Wonderful.
What is that, Prabhu? The last one that you showed?
Garden.
It's a garden.
Okay. Actually, we used to meet in the garden.
This goal you keep during Navaratri or right throughout?
No, it is for 9 days during this month. September,
I've seen
October,
some-
it falls.
Yes, Prabhuji. Yeah, I've seen in most of the South Indian people houses they keep like this only
Yeah.
during Navaratri.
Golu, during this Navaratri time. Nowadays, in all the temples in South India, especially Tamil Nadu, even in ISKCON temples in Tamil Nadu, they have this Golu. Chennai ISKCON also, they have got a Golu. Wonderful. All the Shiva temples, Vishnu temples, everywhere you can see this Golu. Certain places, it will be 7 steps, it will be 9 steps, and like that, it goes on and on. How many of you have heard about Attivaradar, Kanchipuram? 45 years once he comes out from the water.
Yes,
That's a deity here.
Oh, very nice.
Oh,
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Thank you so much. Any comments? Any other
Thank you so much.
Thank you so
Prabhu.
much, Prabhu, for
Hare
showing us.
Krishna, thank you. Yes, Prabhuji.
We got
Yeah.
Had a
darshan.
nice
Very
darshan.
beautiful, Prabhuji. Thank
So
you.
today we will courier you
What
all
is the
prasadam.
story, Prabhuji?
Huh?
Attivaradar story.
Yes,
Attivaradar
Prabhu.
story.
Attivaradar. Once in 45 years. Once in 45 years. From Kanchipuram, it is very important. You all plan it out. We can go for a South Indian Yatra. I can take you to all the temples. Hare Krishna.
Haribol,
Hare
Haribol.
Krishna,
Yes,
Hare Bol,
Hare Bol.
Prabhuji.
That will be
Wonderful,
wonderful,
Yes,
Prabhu.
Prabhuji.
Prabhuji,
It
I
will
think
be very
Prabhu,
nice.
Rohini
Nice
Mataji
time.
has one question, so she can ask
South
and then we
India.
can end.
South
Any
India
questions are there?
very different.
Yeah, Rohini Mataji.
Okay.
Rohini Mataji, please.
Prabhuji, it's very interesting today you brought up the topic on Krishna and Krishna. That I was aware, Prabhuji, but this is so related.
Yeah.
Recently, Prabhuji, someone corrected me. They said that it is not Krishna, it is Krishna, and that sure, no, it has to be distinct. And then they
Yeah,
said
yeah.
it is not Krishna, it is Krishna. So
Oh,
I
yeah.
understand all that, Prabhuji, but you
Yeah.
know, then I started doing it in my chanting, and that has affected my chanting. Prabhuji, with no offense, but my question is, like you know, when I call the mother knows I'm calling her, you know. So really, should I now try and make an effort that, I should say sure and I should say Ana, because I feel it's affecting my chanting, Prabhuji, because right from childhood I wasn't corrected, and now at this age of 45, it's affecting my chanting. So what should I do? And it's so interesting, Prabhuji, you brought that topic today.
Yeah. No, Mataji, I'll tell you one thing. See, generally, when singing also in the Kirtan, many sing the name as Krishna. Actually, if you look at the Sanskrit, Krishna, that's what it explains. But when we listen to Prabhupada chanting and Prabhupada singing also, please listen carefully. He never says Krishna, or he never says, while singing also, he never says Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Then he says, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. So, if you are able to do it, well and good. If you are calling out as Krishna, it is nothing, not so bad, but still the names are there. But we have to know there is a difference between these two. Consciously, we have to do this. Hare Krishna. Is it clear?
Thank you, Prabhuji.
Because your flow of chanting may be slowed down because of this. Because you have to consciously do that. But once you practice this, this is possible. This is what we have been trying. Initially, we had also similar problem like you. Then once we learned this, then we started improvising on that.
Okay, Prabhuji, I have a struggle with the sure, now, and that is fine, that's sure.
Mataji, I'll tell you, pronunciation differs always, I tell you. As I told you, in Bengal, they Ramo, right? The Bengali singing is totally different accent. Similarly, in Tamil Nadu also, many people do not get the sha. Similarly, they do not get the shakti, they cannot get it. So all these things are quite possible. But as you said, try to do the chanting as you can. But if you can improvise it to this level, well and good. Okay?
Yes, Prabhuji, we will do it, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna, thank you so much. I have taken
Krishna,
lots
I
of...
think Prabhu Nandini Mataji is asking what was Bhrigu Muni's curse, so that she will be chanchala. She'll not stay at one place. That was the answer Prabhu gave.
Yes, exactly.
Nandini Mataji.
Yeah, because Bhrigu cursed her, you will never remain in one place. That's the reason she is not saying it to anyone. One day Ambani, one day Adani, one day somebody else. So that means the wealth never stays at one place. This is a general tendency of the nature. But people still accumulate. They think, oh, I can give it for next 5 generations, 10 generations. But naturally, Prabhupada also mentions in the next generation, all the money will be blown off by someone else. That also we are hard-earned money goes out. They say that, right? Yes, so that's why goddess of fortune. What is her name? Is goddess of fortune. As long as fortune is with you, you are good. Okay. When the misfortune comes, everything goes up. Clear?
Yes, Suma Mataji.
Hare Krishna. Thank you, Mataji. Prabhuji, can I ask something in relation to this, Prabhuji?
Yes, very much.
Prabhuji, how can a rishi curse goddess, Prabhuji?
Good question. Their sages are also powerful, ma.
Is it not the Leela of the Lord, Prabhuji? Because he wanted this.
Undoubtedly, it's part of the Leela. But what happens now? See, we have seen in so many Puranas, right? The sages sometimes behave. And even if you look at the Mahabharata, I do not know whether it is a correct one or not version. Somebody is telling Gandhari is cursing Krishna like that. Correct or not? How far it is correct, I do not know. But they are telling Gandhari also, after losing all the 100 children, she is out of frustration. She is telling Krishna, your entire Kula will be destroyed like that. And people connected to this. This is not the situation. But people say that, which is not a correct one. So sages are very powerful, undoubtedly.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Hare
But
Krishna.
I tell you again, the sages, sometimes when they behave, they are not in the pure state of mind. The consciousness is affected. Clear? If you look at the pure devotee of the Lord, never ever they have done like this. Correct or not?
Yes, Prabhuji.
I can give you n number of cases. One very good example is Parikshit Maharaj. Because Brahmana's boy cursed him and the curse was too heavy. Prabhupada writes in the purport. But similarly, Prabhupada writes, he could have given, Parikshit could have given a counter curse, but he didn't do that because he is a pure devotee. He remains in the complete trance position. He will never come down from that. As we here say, these rishis, sometimes they come down from the position. Clear?
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Even when we say the names of the Lord, when we do some little mistakes also, that will become nama parad. And so many aparadhas we make, Prabhuji. So why Bhrigu Muni, even cursing, even kicking the Lord also did not cause any offense, Prabhuji? Why did the Lord did not take it as an offense, Prabhuji?
When he hit with his legs, kicked with the legs. Correct?
Yes, Prabhuji.
You know pretty well. You know pretty well. The Lord is Bhakta Vatsala. Right? I can give you some material example. May not be so perfect. Okay? See, when the grandson is fond of playing, the grandfather keeps him on his back and walks like an elephant, right? Have you seen that?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Right? That's right. Sometimes when you carry the baby, it kicks you. The mother loves or the parents love or the grandparents love. Correct or not?
Yes,
but the same, when they are grown, if they do it, they may not like it. Like that, the Lord is the Pitahamasya Jagato. So he tolerates it.
The only thing that he doesn't tolerate is offending his devotees. He can.
That's it. You got the point. Very nice.
Very nicely you said, Prabhuji. Thank you so much.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. I'll tell you, there are so many wonderful devotees like Parikshit Maharaj, Chitraketu. We were talking about King Chitraketu. Parvati cursed him, right? Immediately, Lord Shiva said, "Oh, my dear, you should not have done it. He is such a transcendental devotee. How can he curse him?" She says he laughed. But Lord Shiva says, "But this is not the way to curse a pure Vaishnava." And again, there also Prabhupada writes very clearly, Chitraketu king could have also counter curse, but he didn't do that. He accepted it with a smiling face. So there is a verse in the Shrimad Bhagavatam, go through that, 1:18:48, if I remember right, Tiraskrita Vipralabdaha. Make a note of it. Go through that verse. It explains the greatest qualities of a pure devotee. Even sages may not possess sometimes. Clear?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Can you repeat please, Prabhuji, can you repeat the number of the sloka?
If I remember right, 1:18:48, Tiraskrita Vipralabdaha. Or if you have got time, I will just check it in the Google and tell you immediately the number, verse number. Mataji, when we start discussing Bhagavatam, no, it's endless. It keeps going. You completely immerse into it. Tiraskrita
Vipralabdhaha sapta kshipta
hatapi na pratikurvanti
tadbhakta prabhavo.
Prabhovapi. Number correct? 1:18:48?
Yes, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Yes, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna.
The devotees of the Lord are so forbearing that even they are defamed, cheated, disturbed, neglected, or even killed, they are never inclined to avenge themselves. Hare Krishna.
Clear?
Prabhuji. But sometimes, Prabhuji, when we are planning to take Diksha, we have to be so prepared, wherein we will lose control of getting angry and all that, Prabhuji. So sometimes we step back whether to take or not such a big step in our life. So, Prabhuji, I'm asking, when we read all this, Parvati Devi cursed Chitraketu Maharaj. So, Shiva had so much of, forbearance than Parvati. How is it, Prabhuji? They are on different levels. So, how can we understand?
Okay, very simple, ma. See, it's because Prabhupada always mentions a pure devotee of the Lord never slide down also, not falling down. Forget about the falling, even sliding down also slightly. If you look at Prahlad, At all times, he was tolerating his father like anything. Can you imagine?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Okay. So, there are instances in the Bhagavatam or in the Puranas, this type of things happen. It's all part of the Leela, and Lord has got a different plan for it, and he has made it. But one should always understand everything cannot be connected as the Lord's plan also. We have to behave properly. That's very important. Because people will say, oh, he'll go and slap somebody. Oh, this is also part of the That's also very important. So sometimes the devatas also behave because they are also a normal jiva. That's it. Right from Brahma to ant or all jivas, correct? So even Brahma also faltered, right? Correct or not? He stolen all the cows and calves, right?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Yeah. So that becomes part of the Leela, but not what we do. We have to be very careful. So we have to observe all these austerities. Clear?
Yes, Prabhuji. Thank you so much, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. One small clarity I want.
Yeah.
About the Bhrigu Muni, when he cursed Mahalakshmi, because these sages are not so pure. So how will action? How will an action on Lakshmi? Because
Sorry.
I said, how will it affect Lakshmi that she becomes chanchal? Because if the sage is not so pure, because Lakshmi is on a higher stage, no?
No. Try to understand, Mataji. See here. First, it is Lakshmi ji cursed him because Bhrigu kicked her husband's chest, right? She could not, because she is a pativrata, she cannot tolerate it, right? It's natural. It's natural. But again, here Bhrigu reacted because when the Lord himself is tolerating, what is your problem? Like that he thought, and he cursed back. But he's a sage. He's, as I told you, it was written there, no? Fortunate like that. He's a powerful sage, but he did something which is also not in line with a sage. He lost his school. He lost his school. Very simple. That's a problem. It's a problem. But these are all the part of the Leela. The Lord watches everything. That's it. Like how we can see the Jaya Vijaya behave like this. And the Lord comes and says, I am the boss of them. I have to take the responsibility of this fault. He says.
Yeah.
So we have to understand according to the situations. That's very important.
Yeah, okay. But actually that curse has affected Lakshmi, no? Because she's chanchal. She never stays in one place.
Yeah, because wealth need not be at one place. If wealth is remaining at one place, what will happen? Tell me.
Yeah, and that is also Lord's arrangement, no? That Lakshmi doesn't remain in one place.
Yes, it is a wonderful plan of the Lord. See, the Lord does one thing and he make it happen 2-3 occasions, right? See, when we throw in a mango tree, only one mango will fall down. But when the Lord does it, it becomes so many mangoes will fall. He makes a Leela through which so many things happen. So wonderful. Clear?
Yes, Prabhuji. Thank you so much, Prabhuji. Pranams.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Then in this connection also, I can tell you some more shlokas, but there is no time. I'll do it next time. Okay? Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Thank you so much.
Wonderful class.
We'll end the session here.
Hare Krishna. Thank you. Hare Krishna. Grantha Shrimad Bhagavatam ki jai.
Thank you,
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Thank you for the darshan.
Hare Krishna.
Okay. I'll end the session.